Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's our pleasure to announce the launch of this paper activating the retrofitting market in Hong Kong here today. And thanks a lot for the collective effort from the real estate working group members, Grace and all the members also sitting here. Now this paper gives a snapshot of the retrofitting landscape by identifying key market barriers, assessing current efforts, and highlighting policy and data gaps, which ultimately comes to a strategic roadmap and actionable recommendations for the government, finance, and the building sectors to unlock capital flows and drive scalable energy improvements. Now, let me give you a little bit background of the key challenge in Hong Kong. Now, we are facing two key challenges. Number one is aging buildings, and the second one is decarbonization. By 2030, over 1/5 of our building stock here in Hong Kong will be older than 50 years. And as many of you might already know, the building sector contributes the bulk of our city's carbon emissions. According to our rough estimation, just for office tower buildings in Hong Kong, there would be a 3.6 billion retrofit market opportunity. Our existing building stock shouldn't be seen just as sources of emissions, obviously, but also as vital city assets that can attract private investment and drive innovation. However, the retrofit market remains constrained by high upfront costs, for example, long and uncertain payback periods, lack of access to viable finance arrangements, you name them, right? The lack of government incentives as well, standardized and straightforward benchmark, and granular and transparent data, and regulatory and technical challenges that actually further restrict the potential of building retrofit as an effective solution to revitalize Hong Kong's existing buildings. Now, Hong Kong is not the only city facing these challenges. So how other jurisdictions address the issues of aging buildings and decarbonization? Let me give you some example. In Australia, for instance, the energy performance rating must be provided in the sale or lease of a commercial office space. In the UK, a minimum energy performance is required for rented property. So when the energy performance is more transparent and holds higher value in renters, buyers' eyes, the demand for enhanced energy performance and therefore the demand for retrofits will be created. Also, let me highlight some merits of these overseas examples. Now, note that for neighbors, the Australian rating system, this assessment actually is based on operational performance and not design performance. This means that the rating is done annually and is a more accurate representation of reality. Secondly, the performance label is self-explanatory and easy for laymen to understand. It means that everyone, both you and I, can speak the same language, right? Not only engineer, but also financier. Not everyone knows, for example, whether 288 megajoule per meter square per year is good or not. But everyone actually knows the 5 stars is better than 3, and A is better than B. And more importantly, this grading system makes it easier to operationalize performance-based financial mechanisms such as green loans. Now, lastly, comprehensive data across different types of building is also crucial to establish a robust performance benchmark and build a performance label. A suite of other factors must be considered to determine what is A grade for an office building and what is A grade for another hotel building. Now, getting more granular data on building characteristics, especially, for example, air conditioning system, enhance comparability, energy performance across assets. We can learn, for example, in Singapore, which mandates large buildings to submit building information and energy consumption data annually. Now, after analyzing these key issues and sort of making reference to other jurisdictions, let me hand over to Grace to set out the following recommendation.
Thank you. The path to net zero Hong Kong runs directly through our existing buildings. Today, we present here 3 key recommendations: a strategic framework to unlock the immense potential of building retrofits and position Hong Kong as a leader in urban decarbonization. Our first ask is for a clear market signal. While Climate Action Plan 2050 set broad goals to achieve carbon neutrality, we lack a detailed, actionable roadmap for buildings. Hong Kong needs one with interim milestones, building-specific targets, and quantified commitments. This provides the certainty that drives investment. Critically, the government must lead by example. This means publicly disclosing energy data and decarbonization targets, and also set a retrofit plan for the government's own portfolio. This action sends a powerful signal to the market and sets a tone for future regulation. Our second recommendation focuses on policies and standards driver. The foundation of any effective policy is data transparency. We need a single platform for building energy data, including building size, building type, and whole building energy use, to enable benchmarking and unlock green finance for building retrofits. This data allows us to establish performance benchmark. A clear rating like Neighbors or Energy Star would provide transparency. This isn't just about the labels. It's about linking ratings to tangible benefits like tax incentive, tendency criteria, and better financing. This helps banks assess risk and direct capital to buildings with the highest saving potential. Third, and fundamentally, we need financial incentives. The high upfront cost of deep retrofits deter private investment. The government must shoulder more risk to accelerate action. This means expanding public financing and partnering with financial institutions to offer low-interest loan guarantees and subsidies. Tools like loan guarantees and catalytic funds, or even energy performance contracting, can de-risk projects, mobilize private capitals, and ensure inclusive support for SMEs. Across agency efforts involving FSTB, EEB, Development Bureau, HKMA, and industry experts is essential to align climate goals with fiscal strategy and mainstream green finance for building retrofits. In conclusion, building retrofitting is a strategic imperative for Hong Kong. While we've outlined the what, the how is just as critical. The success of this mechanism hinges on three things. Leadership. The government must lead by example and set clear, measurable targets. Coordination. Cross-bureau collaboration is essential for policy coherence. Collaboration. We must work together, government, industry, and finance, to build a transparent data environment. Crucially, catalyzing this retrofit market is a powerful dual strategy. It will not only accelerate the city's decarbonization, but also stimulate economic growth, creating jobs, and fostering innovation in our sector. Through coordinated leadership, ambitious goal setting, and collective action, together we can shape a resilient, low-carbon future for Hong Kong. Thank you.
Thank you.